What's going on, everybody? How we all doing today? In today's video, I have a little bit something different to show y'all. I ended up just playing some games for fun offline. I was not streaming. You don't see a box next to me or anything in this game. What I have for you here is the last 5 minutes of one of the craziest, if not the craziest, MLB The Show game I played all year. And I usually wouldn't post something like this, but I just had to because of how crazy the ending was. And the thing that sucks so much about is you're not even going to see the greatest part, which was the 3-run homer in the ninth. But I'm going to explain how we got to the situation. Currently, what you're watching is a tied game, 5-5 in the bottom of the 10th inning. So to go back to start, let me just explain how this game started. So I get a Mookie Betts double to right field. Trey Turner ends up grounding to right for a single, and Mookie Betts ends up scoring. It ends up being 1-0 for most of the game because after Trey Turner grounded to the right side, he ended up striking out the side. So we both end up striking out the sides. Nothing really happens. I don't even think anybody gets a hit for a while until the actual sixth inning when he comes up and he's batting. And Jacob deGrom ends up giving a 442-foot home run to Xander Bogaerts to tie the game up 1-1. And then to make things worse, he gets another home run right after that with Salvador Perez hits a 385-foot home run, back-to-back home runs. So now I'm down 2-1. What ends up happening the next inning is I ground out to Bogaerts for the first out. Then Trey Turner grounded to left for a single. Chipper Jones ends up grounding to Acuna for a error, and then Trey Turner ends up advancing to third. What ended up happening was Mike Trout ended up getting a single to center field, and Trey Turner ended up scoring. Ties the game up 2-2 in the sixth inning, all right? Bear with me here. This is the first time I'm doing anything like this. So we get through seventh, eighth inning. Nothing ends up happening. The ninth inning, nothing ends up happening. We end up going to extra innings. It's the top of the 10th inning, and pretty much everything happened right here in the 10th inning. It's still 2-2. He's batting. He's got Prince Fielder who grounds to center for a single. Tatis Jr. scores because Tatis Jr. is pinch running for Guerrero Jr. So in the extra innings, you always start with a guy on second. So he ends up getting that guy from second scored on a single, which in the top of the 10th inning. And then he ends up homering with Roberto Clemente, a 2-run home run, and I'm down 5-2. And going into the bottom of the 10th inning, I end up striking out the rest of the side, and I get out of it. So the bottom of the 10th inning, we're currently in the top of the 11th inning, and luckily I end up getting out of this with not too much harm done. You'll end up seeing in the end here. But so I'm in the bottom of the 10th inning. I'm down 5-3. Okay, up to bat I have Wander Franco. He hits a base hit to left field for a single. Okay, I have Guerrero Jr. on my second base as well, and he ends up getting to third. Okay, so I have first and third, no outs. Soto pinch hitting for DeGrom, and Soto ends up hitting a sacrifice fly to right field to score Guerrero Jr. So I have a guy on first with one out, and I ended up scoring a sacrifice run, so now the score is 5-3. That brings up Mookie Betts, who ends up hitting a tank to left field 457 feet to tie the game up 5-5, which is what you're seeing the score is right now. Wander Franco scores, Betts ended up scoring, and then I ended up grounding out and getting out of the inning tied 5-5. Now, that brings us all the way back to where we are now. You just saw the top of the 11th inning, okay? I end up getting out of it. He gets one run, or he doesn't end up getting a run at all. He ends up moving the runner, and then I get out of it by getting a lucky hit to my first baseman and then a pop out. So now we are here in the bottom of the 11th inning. It's a tied game. I have Vladimir Guerrero Sr. up to bat, and he's pitching his lights out. I mean, I have Jacob deGrom on the mound in this whole game, so I pretty much was pitching deGrom literally up until the 11th inning, I believe. So deGrom was dealing for me. If it wasn't for deGrom, I wouldn't have won this game. There's no way I could have won it. But it all came down to this final at-bat that you're about to see right here. So we have a 2-2 count. Vladimir Guerrero's at the bat. I end up getting a good-looking fastball high and in. I ended up taking it, though, because it looked like a ball. And then right there, he ends up throwing me a fastball pretty much down center, a little bit to the right, and I end up crushing a 2-run homer with Vlad Guerrero Sr. to win the game. And, I mean, it was just unbelievable. The Mookie Betts home run was definitely the best part of this game, and I wish that I had more to show y'all. But unfortunately, I don't. But it was just such a crazy game that I just had to show you because it was probably the best game I've had all year. So Hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.